This right here is the ideal spot for players from level 1 to about level 25, 26, 27, somewhere in that range. If you maybe haven't earned enough silver yet, and if you don't have a feed mix yet, and just want to pull out fish really easily and really well with a single bait, want to gain some percentages with it, and also earn good silver. And there we go, the next beautiful tench, really strong fighter, just like it should be. And right back out again, super easy cast. So this is a classic spot that works again and again, right here at Mosquito Lake, the level 1 water. You can come here right from the beginning just with the earthworm. You can position yourself here exactly the same as I'm doing now with the nightcrawler that I'm using. The nightcrawler, of course, will eventually bring in much bigger and more interesting fish, but if you are somewhere around level 1 to about level 10, you can do really well just with the earthworm, and with this basic worm, fish really well here too. And if you're in the mood, you can also experiment further with different dough baits. Those work really well here too. And just the same, you can stand here with the pole rod. You don't necessarily have to use bottom rods like I'm doing now, 2 bottom rods and 1 Bolognese rod. We'll take a closer look at the rods in a moment, what they actually are, and what we're catching here. My actual target fish is this one, the Chinese sleeper. That's the one I'm after, because this fish brings in a lot of silver now. It's been boosted again. So I'm hoping for trophies here. That would be really nice. A trophy sleeper can bring, well, between 40 and 50 silver these days, and it's not all that rare to catch. So we'll take a closer look at everything here. This spot was mentioned again last week by Devilus, and he said, yeah, give it another try. You can really farm sleeper here. And that's exactly what we're doing now. If you want to later on, once you're a bit higher in level, you can switch from the nightcrawler to fish pieces. Fish pieces are even more specific for the sleeper. They like them even more, and with them, you can more easily catch trophy sleepers. But of course, you first have to be able to craft the fish pieces. And since I'm talking about a range from low level to maybe mid-level 20s, not everyone can use fish pieces right away. That's why I'm standing here simply with the nightcrawler. You also have to be able to afford the nightcrawler. You need to search in the early water bodies first to find where you can buy it, because it's often sold out. So you really need to start with the simple earthworm or bread dough at the beginning, just to earn that first bit of silver. And here we go again, straight on to the next rod and the next sleeper. That's how it should be. Very nice. What's important to know, I've just finished my first night here, and during the night, this fish barely bites. So the sleeper is mostly active during the day. At night, you might catch a tench instead, or maybe a perch. And if you only want to target the sleeper, then we of course try to fish only during the daytime. This is how things are looking right now on the cacher. Started in the evening hours, lots of sleepers coming in, also good sizes, 4 or 5 silver per fish. That's already really solid for the start. Then you'll also catch a bunch of perch. The nightcrawler is also an excellent bait for perch. And yeah, even a trophy tench just now caught on nightcrawler. Super simple. And now in the morning hours, things are slowly picking up again. That was just the first 30 minutes. And now things are slowly starting again on all rod types. Whether you're using bottom setups, whether you're using a feeder starter set, or even the cheapest Bolognese rod in the game. Which is really the cheapest Bolognese rod in the game. Though you can only use it after unlocking Bolognese and spending enough skill points in float fishing. Until then, you just use the Stippy rod, which you get for free in your inventory from the beginning. And then ideally, you use a size 12 hook. That's the smallest hook you can use for our target bait, so the nightcrawler. And it's also size-wise ideal for the fish we're after. My bottom rods here are winkle picker rods, which are definitely higher in gear, more geared toward the end game. But still, you can fish really well here, even with a light and small setup. You could even go even finer and be more effective here by using thinner line. I'm actually using fairly thick line here. So if you go thinner, say with 3 or 4 kilo line, you could be even more successful. Also here on bottom rods, still using a size 12 hook and the nightcrawler. I already showed you the cacher, and now of course you're wondering, Are you going to catch as many fish as I do? No, you're not. Why is that? If you're in that level range between 1 and 25, or even up to level 30, you don't have that many skill points in bottom fishing yet. So up here, those points, those are important. Having 100% makes sure that on this account, I catch way more fish with a solid weight so that they get hooked, and that brings in a lot more silver. So since I have so many percentages here, 100%, I catch way more big fish. And because the rigs are also skilled, I have a better chance at trophies as well. How to do all this in detail and how it all connects, that's explained in the tutorial series, of course. I'll link the full tutorial series below the video, although that one's from 2023. The next tutorial series is already in the works, so a new one is coming soon. And let's keep going here. You can really test a lot of baits here. All sorts of worms work great here. All kinds of dough baits can be tested here too. Right now, I'm casting only about 7 meters, 6 or 7 meters as line clip, or just casting the float without clipping, right into the reflection of that house. And then I just let it sit. The float is set at a depth of 1 meter, and I just let it sit there and wait a bit. There's nothing else added, no feed mix, just the worm tossed in. That's it. It's been 46 minutes now. After 20 minutes at this spot, I already had about 50 silver. We can check right now. At the moment with the trophy, it's about 170 silver. Without the trophy, nearly 100 silver altogether. So that's looking really good in such a short time. Plus, there are also additional cafe orders that you can complete here, even with those undersized fish. Take them all. 1, 2, 3, we've already got 7 silver there. Then we've got the perch. Of course, take the smallest ones too. 5 of them here, another 8 silver. Small gibble carp, yeah, we might catch some more. Roach, we'll probably get 5 of those too. So you see, you can also complete a lot of cafe orders at this spot. Bream was also included. Maybe another bream or 2 comes in at night, and then I can complete that cafe order too. And hold on, the tench trophy is in as well. That's an absolutely lucky catch. Excellent. We'll definitely take that. 150 silver, that's extremely lucky. So yeah, now we just wait here for the next perch and Chinese sleepers and make a nice bit of cash with them. You build your skill points, you get a really high bite rate here, which means you gain lots of percentages in bottom fishing, and that pays off later on, like when you're level 26 plus and start fishing in the carp lakes. So yeah, that's about it for the spot. There's not that much more to say because it's that simple. Just show up, put in a worm, cast out at around 7 meters, and reel in, nice and steady. Go for quantity and earn some decent silver. And like I said, important, the skill points in bottom fishing, and all of it without anything fancy. No special rigs, no boilies, no feed mix, and a ton of fun, because it works really well on frequency. And that's what makes it most fun, when you're catching some nice fish all the time, and ideally, even land a trophy. I'm still hoping for a Chinese sleeper here. Maybe one more will come in. If not here, then I'll try again up here, under that tree along the reed edge, or where the lily pads are. You can also catch sleepers there now and then, because that's really the fish I'm after. If this helped you, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. That helps me a lot. And then I'll see you in the next video or in the live stream. Until then, tight lines.